What is the ego? I am affected only by my thoughts. These are so perfect for the ego section because we really like to think that this ego is something outside of ourselves, tempting us or pushing us or telling us wrong things. It's the devil. It's whispering in your ear, man, you gotta do it, man. You gotta be this way. Yeah. The ego is always telling you someone else is wrong and someone else is screwing it up, and you're so much better, and if everybody would better like you, then the world would be perfect. And it's an amazing thing when we come into recognition of what that is, in which your mind and who you actually are is choosing this deliberately. And when it is time for ourselves to completely awaken in the experience of what this course really honestly has to offer, then it will be an undeniable transformation experience. However, we will see the transformation in time, seemingly happening slowly. We're going to have time to make decision about it, if we want to do it or disappear into oblivion. And that is a wonderful chance to recognize that, are we eternal, or are we identifying with that which will die, will disappear, will decay, will rot away like a body? So it's a little tricky, because as much as we think, oh, it's just as simple as making a choice like that, Devin, but it then how do you make the choice? Not recognizing that, say, forgiveness and what forgiveness really is does imply a sense of innocence if you are, say, applying it directly, instantaneously. It does perceive innocence. But so much do we not realize that by the choice of, say, eternity, or what lasts in eternity, by the choice of innocence, is if you essentially see it as anything other than innocent, it's not going to last through eternity. I know. If you see it as innocent, it's going to last through eternity. It is the sense of what makes it decay and rot away and die is because it's not innocent. I know. What? It goes back to that original sin idea, and that the whole definition of physicality all together everywhere goes hand in hand with the idea of what an original sin is. Okay? So if you do not see innocent and innocent, you see good and evil, then you see decaying, rotting away, dying. And of course, as much as it's kind of an educational metaphor of some sort, but in that recognition that what eternity is can only have what is innocent. And if you have something that's not innocent, it will suffer, and it will be in pain, and it will rot, and it would die. I know, it's gruesome today. Totally gruesome. But the recognition of that is because it's a body, right? You see it as a body. You see something that is selfish. You see something that is inconsiderate. You see something that will rot away. Yeah, because it's separate, right? But this is so big about recognizing what it is that is innocent is your thoughts about it. So yes, I'm saying this kind of backwards. It seems a little weird, but in that recognition of that nothing but my thoughts can influence, can harm me, is, and every time it seems like something else is influencing me, it's my agreement with it, my thoughts with it that experience that pain and suffering. It's my thoughts and experience about it and with it, not in the sense of what it is. So it doesn't harm me. They do not harm me. They do not do anything that harms me. They are innocent. But I make them into something that doesn't last. I make something into suffering, and therefore I suffer. I make something a separation, and therefore I am separate in pain. So I experience the pain because I'm seeing it in them. Now, of course, if we got more practical in application and actually saw this happening, as I, of course, have experience of doing it myself, seeing it happen, I see it, I'm frustrated, I'm arguing, whatever it might be, and then it's the recognition, it dawns on me, wait a second, what am I frustrated with? What am I angry at? But my own self. And then you see it happening, you see it applying, and then you see the sense of, do I want to die or do I want to live in eternity? Am I the ego or am I the Son of God? Now it is really quite as simple as a decision as that, because that's what the training of your mind is all about. You're training to recognize your eternal life and let go of your limited body life. This has really been the plan the entire time of this whole experience, that we want to develop different variations of dimensions and experience of getting into a tiny little box, into a tiny little thing, and then what would it be like to think that's all that exists? I think that's the only thing. And then to break out of it. Whoa, what would be the journey of breaking out of it? What would be the years, whatever it might be, of breaking out of that box? Realizing that box is not real. That box is not limited. That you are not the box. The box is a decision you have made.